Well, hello, my friends in YouTube land. I am going to share with you today some information about some new pedals that I've gotten. And these are from JOYO. As you might know, I've been doing a lot of their sort of classic pedals. They call them their vintage series. The American, the Acetone, the California, the British. I have all four of those now, which are based on, like, I guess, sort of like Sans Amp character series of amplifier emulation, and they do quite a good job. I mean, I have a Strymon Iridium now that I own, and I love the impulse response with the Strymon Iridium, some of the sounds I get out of that, and pretty dang great sounds. I have found out, though, that I can combine these very cheap, affordable JOYO pedals with the Strymon and even beef up the sound and get even a more satisfying Marshall sound or Vox sound or a Mesa Boogie sound. I'm enjoying so much playing those vintage pedals. I thought I would try some from their R series. R series, I'm not sure what that stands for, the R, but it's the newest ones that they have. I'm going to go one by one through what I've gotten here. First of all, I did get a Tauren. Now the Tauren, I'm showing you this. I don't typically do unboxing videos, but I want you to see how nice the boxes are that they come in. I mean, these are very fine, cool pedals. There it is. Comes with a you know, instructions. The Tauren, it's called Revolution. The Revolution series is what R stands for then. So there you go. And so this is the first time I've looked at this one. I just got it yesterday. This is the Tauren. The Tauren is supposed to be a clone, you know, a clone sort of clone. And I have several clones now. A local friend kind of got me into it, into messing around with them. And I have to say, I do dig the clone sound a lot. So I want to compare this one. I just recently obtained a silver clone from China. Of course, this is a clone too from China, but this is from JOYO. And JOYO does make superior type pedals. Now this one, you can't tell it here because I haven't got it plugged in yet. But these things light up. So you got a cool little LED that lights up front and back. These are lights right here. And has an input, output. So this is gain staging, of course. This is mine. That's my serial number. Pretty cool. And look, feels pretty good. Just like a clone would have. You got a volume, gain, and tone. So that's one of the pedals that I've gotten. Let me keep on going kind of down the line here as to what I think is maybe the more sophisticated ones. This one is called, I guess it's BAATSIN or BAATSIN. I do not know what that stands for, and I wonder, I mean, I looked on their website and I couldn't see what BAATSIN stands for. There must be some logic behind it, but I'm not going to try to get into that. It's not apparent in their literature what BAATSIN, I'm going to call it BAATSIN. BAATSIN, BAATSIN. But I will go ahead and show you how the pedal is and what the pedal is. Have you seen these pedals that emulate lots of different kinds of tube screamers or tube screamer-like pedals, similar pedals? Well, this is their answer to that. So this one, again, and I've seen some demos of it. I don't think anybody's really demoed it quite the way I would. I'm gonna do some deep dive reviews of all these pedals. So that's coming. You can't stop it. It's going to happen. And this is pretty cool. So you've got Sweetie, B-Boost, one's a boost, 808, Overdrive. These are, I'm not sure which one each of these emulates, but these are the different emulations here that you have. Excuse me, I'm putting the wrong one. That right there is what it is that switches to the different ones. And you do have sync on and off on the back. What does that mean, sync on off? This might be something to do with the, I think that little switch is to do with the lights, whether you turn them on or off. But again, you know, one in, one out. These are all gain staging type, what I'm showing you now. So in other words, these are different ones that are going to affect the gain, the distortion, the crunch. And so I love my Behringer Tube Screamer. It was like a $19 pedal. And this one is like, I don't know, what was this, $29 or $30? On Prime Day, I got a really good deal on this. It was very cheap. These things are made, these things feel amazing. The Behringer pedals I've got are plasticky. These are like really solid metal. It'd be cool to look inside them, and I might do that at some point. But so this one does a lot of different kind of tube screamer-esque type things. You've got a tone, volume, and a gain, and then you've got your selector to show you which one of these that you're using. So you can dial in some really cool tones there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually 7 gain, and one is just a regular old clean boost. So I'm going to put that down. I'll be showing you this later. Moving on up the gain kind of thing here, gain. So 3 of these pedals are affecting gain. And this one is called the Uzi. Now, I'm not a heavy metal player, but I do like some heavy crunch now and again. I find it very fun to use even in a pop type song to have something that just goes out. You know how in Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes, very much sort of a pop song, but then it has that really, it's more of a straight kind of classic rock overdrive sound that Trevor Rabin's using on that. But still, yeah, I like the thought of coming on with something real heavy, and even a pop or blues type song sometimes, even a country song, it sounds kind of cool to have just a really over the top kind of a distorted sound. And so that's what this does. This is very much like a heavy metal type pedal. And I can see it right off the bat that these little tiny ones here, that's going to be maybe the only thing that's going to be a little odd to me. Those are teensy little things there that you turn to make the fine adjustments. That's going to be a little odd for me with my big fingers, but I'm okay with that still. Still, the main thing you're going to want ultimately is to be able to crank your gain up and down. You got a good gain button, a good volume button. Probably what you'll do is find the sound that you like, just dial that in here, and probably not even mess with these a whole lot. You know, that's probably how I'm going to handle it anyway. So that's the third pedal, and then this is the final one that I bought on Prime Day. And this is called the Atmosphere. So this one's not gain, and this one I have seen a demo on this on YouTube. I'll be doing my even more in-depth video on this one. It's coming. I thought I'd just at least show you these today and tell you what's coming on the channel. We're going to be listening to all of these. I bought this one because I love my Hall of Fame 2 reverb from TC Electronic. And so this one's not unlike that pedal, but the demo I saw, it had some sounds that the TC Electronic did not have. Now this one, of course, I started to say this one should be stereo, right? It says output here, but I only see one output. So that concerns me a little bit. So maybe the Atmosphere is not a stereo pedal. I might be wrong on that, so we're going to find out. I'll see if that might be, you know, stereo out here. It would be nice to think that it would be, because then you'd have your reverb going and panning around a little bit in your ear, but I don't see that that's that. It does have a trail on and off, and I understand that if you have it on, then when you turn it off, your trails keep going. If you turn it off and you hit the button, then your reverb dies as soon as the reverb is turned off. Typically, I'm going to dial in a reverb that I like, and I'm just going to leave it there. And I like plate reverbs a lot. Looks like plate is the #1 selection there too. Plate, Church, Spring, Echo Verb, Shimmer, Comet, Rewind, Forest, and Pulse. And I can't remember which one of those were very unique, but some of them are fairly dang unique. And so so if this is not stereo, then I'm going to run it before. This will be the pedal that goes before my stereo TC Electronic Hall of Fame. So me personally, I'm a guy that uses some delay, not tremendous amount of delay. I love reverbs, nice lush reverbs, not over the top if I can manage it. I like to have all kinds of gain options. I like to know I can make the guitar squall if it needs to squall, or be nice and clean if it needs to be clean. So I love all these new amp emulations that I have here, rather than having to mic up an amp, which is what I did for years. So yeah, so these 4 pedals are going to be playing, or I'm at least going to see. I'm going to see honestly how they stack up with the Behringers. Recently, the Behringer pedals that I've bought have been like on sale for $19, which is insane. Through through Sweetwater, I guess is where I got all of the Behringer pedals. And so I've got the Super Fuzz, the Tube Amp Modeler, the Vintage Tube Overdrive, the Overdrive Distortion, and the Ultra Metal. So I've got some of the same things here, only these are going to, yeah, I've just been super impressed here again. Nice build quality, a little more expensive, 10 or 15 bucks more expensive these, but still a third of the price of most pedals that are comparable to these that you buy from other companies. And I've been so impressed with the amp modeling, with the JOYO American, Acetone, Californian, British. I have those 4, so I'm adding this. I'm gonna hook them up to the chain. So folks, let's have just a little bit of fun here before I end this video. This is how my Squier Strat sounds with just straight into the board, using a Hall of Fame reverb on it. Let's hit a JOYO AC tone. Get a little bit of Vox sound. Let's hit the Tauren. Wow. Let's try, this is the old, the comparable Chinese clone. Here's the Tauren. Wow, both of them really sound pretty good, but I think this Tauren's better. Again, nothing. Here's with the clone from China. Tauren. It's a little cleaner, I think. Alright, I'm going to turn that off for a second. Let's try this BAATSIN. Now that is on the Cube Overdrive. Let's try this sweet look. I'll go to my neck pickup. You can see here I've got the gain set about 11 o'clock. I'm just going to go through a few of these. This is the one that says, this is just the boost, just the boost. So just to give you a little bit of boost, but not too much. I'm going to go to T808, it says. Let's go back to the bridge pickup. Let's hit it with the Tauren in combination just to see what happens. Killer. Alright, I'm going to keep on going here with this a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. This is called Overdrive. A little thinner. I've not been turning the gain up. Let's see what happens. We get about 2 o'clock. Back to neck position. Bad sound. I'm going to go over here to this other one that says crunchy. So whoa, that's much more output. It's pretty killer. On the neck pickup. I like that a lot. Here's the bridge. The in-between sounds on this guitar are like split coil. Alright, let's go to this other one says, where am I now? Okay. I can't tell what it says. Rioter, I think. Let's get a little more into the metals type sound. Back to the neck pickup. This is a badass pedal, my friend. OC Overdrive. one of them is just subtly different. Wicked. I'm gonna switch off that one. I might knock myself out of tune a little. Not too bad though. The Floyd on this thing stays pretty good. Let's go to this Uzi. What's this do? Oh, I can see this is gonna be bad. Let's go the volume up a little bit on that. Pickup actually, if I went to the bridge. Killer, my friends. Let's just take that drive on up a little bit and get crazy with it here. Let's throw a little more lows into it. I'm not sure what that bias does. It's got a bias to switch. Let's see what that bias does. Let's take it all the way down. Let's take it all the way up. Definitely throw some more highs into it. Take it back to about the middle. That's wicked. That's a wicked pedal, my friends. Just rocking. I'm curious real quickly. Let's go back to the American here. This is just the Fender sound. I maybe have a little bit too much drive or something on a little bit more output than maybe I need. Back the level off a little so I don't peak. Let's see what that Tauren sounds like with it. The reason I'm trying this is because the American pedal did not like this one here. It likes it okay, but Uzi in the Tauren. Volume goes up quick. Tauren off. Tauren off. just have fun all day long. Well, that's getting a little noisy. Sounds nice though. Sounds nice. Wondering what the British over here sounds like with the Uzi. If you're wondering how it sounds without the British, without the amp models, it sounds pretty crappy. You have to have the amp model really sounds great. That's rocking. Well, that's a taste, and we'll go through all of these more in depth, and I will definitely switch some things around, sweep them around a little bit more. So more coming with these particular pedals, and I'm sure they probably sound fantastic in combination with some of these other super cheap, ultra cheap Behringers as well. But I gotta say, I'm pretty much digging this. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.